everyone, thanks for joining me today on Pilates with Amanda's YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be working on our breath. Breathing in Pilates is so important. It's the #1 principle, and when you don't breathe correctly, you're just not getting the maximum benefit of a Pilates exercise. And when we maximize our workouts, we get more efficient with the movement and we get a deeper connection to our bodies. So by breathing properly, we learn how to truly take control of an exercise and make it that much more powerful in the end. So we're going to start by just belly breathing. Belly breathing is very meditative. It's done in yoga, but it's not truly essential in Pilates. In Pilates, we want to do lateral rib breathing. So our ribs will expand and then they contract. But first, we're going to start with the belly breathing. So if you could lie down for me, and you're going to place one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. And you're going to drop your shoulders, keep your feet flat on the mat, and you're going to inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Now, when you do this, I really want you to think of inflating your stomach like a balloon. So the air is going to inhale through your nose and then exhale through the mouth, pulling the navel in towards the spine. Again, you're going to inhale and exhale. Now, the reason why this isn't fully effective in Pilates is because if you notice when I'm breathing, there is still room to be pulling my rib cage down. And when I breathe into my sides, I actually help engage my transverse abdominis and allow my ribs to contract, causing my abdominals to truly engage. When you're breathing the other way, you're still engaging your core, but it's not as deep as it can be. The other thing about having control over your ribs is our lungs are surrounded by our rib cage. The rib cage is three-dimensional. It is a literal cage, but it's a flexible cage. And when we can find mobility within that cage and create more flexibility, we're actually relieving the strain and stress from all the extraneous areas that we breathe into, like our shoulders and our neck. That creates a lot of tension. So if we can release these areas when we breathe and just really expand our rib cage and find the true breath and find how expansive it can be, we have a much better ability to use our air when we work out, because that way, when you're expelling all the air out, you have more air that you can bring in. You're allowing more life to fill your lungs. It's super important to understand why breathing is necessary, and obviously breathing is necessary. We need it to survive. But in terms of working out, it's necessary because it allows us to be more in touch with our bodies. And last thing is, a lot of people hold their breath when they exercise. They tighten up. They can't actually truly release and find that deep muscle in recruitment. And when we engage with our breath, our stomachs find its way into every exercise. So you could be working on your arms, but if you're breathing properly, now you're also working on your core. So that's really awesome, exciting, and something that I think the more you practice, the better it will become, and you will just find that you are working so much more deeply and efficiently. So by putting one hand on your chest and one on your stomach, you're going to inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. And again, you're going to inhale and exhale, deepening the navel. And exhale. A lot of people, when they do this breath, get it confused and do the opposite. But if you just think of a balloon, when you blow air into a balloon, it expands. Our stomach is the balloon, so as we inhale, the balloon expands, and as we exhale, the balloon shrinks. If you can't do it lying on your back, you can go onto all fours, and you're going to keep your shoulders down, your knees right underneath your hips. You're going to have a flat back, and you're just going to let all the air into your stomach like a pregnant cat. And then exhale and pull your navel in towards your spine. When you're exhaling. So you're going to inhale, let your stomach expand. And exhale. Pull it in. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Fabulous. We're going to go back onto our backs and now work on side breathing. So when you breathe into your hands, you want your shoulders to be down. You want to think of your ribs as an accordion. And instead of forcing the air into your stomach, you want to allow it to enter the spaces of your rib cage and allow your lungs to have a bigger capacity for air. So inhaling and exhale. Now, if you can see, my back is really imprinted into the mat. It's not, my lower back isn't imprinted, but my rib cage is imprinted, allowing my core to deepen. So that's part of why it's so imperative in Pilates. So we're going to inhale into our hands and exhale. Allowing the ribs to contract fully till there's nothing left. Inhale and create space in your hands. And exhale. Allow your ribs to just draw together. Feel your core deepen. And allow your navel to press in towards your spine. 2 more. And exhale. Inhale into your hands. Find the space in your lungs. It's 3-dimensional. Really feel your breath in your back. And then exhale all the air out. Allow your ribs to press into the mat. And roll your spine up, up, up to try and give you a better visualization. You're going to take your TheraBand, but you don't need one. And if you don't have one, that's fine. But I'm just going to give you a visual. Let it just be limp and inhale into it. And then you're going to exhale. And your ribs are going to come together. And you're going to feel it kind of expelling all the air out of your lungs. Inhale and you can release. Shoulders are down and exhale. Allow your ribs to contract and pull in with the band. 1 more. And exhale. And you can let your TheraBand go. I hope you feel a greater sense of connection to your rib cage and your breath after doing those simple exercises, which truly are not simple. So please practice. Do this multiple times a day. You can do it while you're sitting. You can do it while you're lying down. Do it while you're standing. Another part of this is neutral spine, which we'll get to next. But for now, focus on your breath. Think about it coming in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if breathing into your hands is not your greatest strength at the moment, focus on breathing into your stomach and pulling your navel deep into your spine. And then you can move on to your side hand rib breathing. I am so glad you watched this video. Please comment below if you have thoughts, suggestions, what have you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz. Down below, there's a little button. Just press it and subscribe. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to see you next time on Pilates with Amanda.